Hello my dear students, once again I am here with the next 4 kinds of pronoun. Well, before explaining about the next 4 kinds of pronoun, let me know first, how are you? Are you all fine? Feeling fine at home? Okay, very good. Now please, now let's discuss. On the last turn, I told you about first 4 kinds of pronoun. First, I told you the definition of pronoun as it is used, the word that used instead of noun, the word used in place of noun is called pronoun. Then I taught you about first 4 kinds of pronoun. Well, first personal, second possessive, third reflexive, fourth emphasizing. Now today I want to teach you, explain you about next 4 kinds of pronoun. Well, next kind of pronoun is demonstrative. Once again I would like to say the same. Well, if you know, or if you try to know, if you are inquisitive, if you are curious to know about the meaning of the word, well, more than 40% work seems to be over. Well, you can understand it very well, what is going on, what is being going to be taught in this particular kind of pronoun. Demonstrative. You might have heard the word demonstration. Demonstration means display. To exhibit something, to display, to show something. Demonstrating, demonstrative. Well, demonstrative pronoun, well, refer or used to point at a thing. For example, this is a beautiful house. This is a beautiful house. Well, these words are used to show the thing or to point at the thing. So these demonstrative pronouns are the pronouns used to demonstrate, used to point at the thing. Well, to point at the thing, I just told you the words this, that, these are used, these, those are used, and they are used separately. If you say this house, it means now this is working as demonstrative adjective. But here, if you speak like that, keeping the noun separate with the word this, that, these, those, well, these words work as demonstrative pronouns. This is my house. That is yours. Okay? These are my books. Those books are yours. So is that clear? What is demonstrative? Demonstrative means to display. Now next, indefinite. As we know that indefinite is the opposite of definite. It means that it is clear by just going in detail of this word, indefinite, that, well, the person is not going to focus at a particular thing. Well, he is going to describe something that is not one. We are going to talk about indefinite. Indefinite, let me see what is written about indefinite. The pronouns which do not refer to anybody in particular are called indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns do not point at, focus at a particular thing. And the words which are used to point at, well, indefinite, or several, all, someone, no one, everyone. So these words are used as indefinite pronouns. Well, I want to tell you a little more about this. Someone and somebody. These someone and somebody are the indefinite pronouns used for people. Somebody and someone. Well, these two indefinite pronouns are used for persons. Someone scribed on the wall. So who scribed on the wall? Someone. Who is someone? Someone is not a definite one. Someone is indefinite. Someone. Who the someone is not clear. But there is some person. So someone is in one way an indefinite pronoun. This is something commendable. Something. So what something? Not definite. It's okay. So now let's see a little more. Something here. Something here refers to a thing in general and not a specific thing. I just told you something. The word something. Something is not something definite. It means that it is pointing at that is unknown, that is not certain. So it does not point at a certain thing. Here in the sentence you see, this is something commendable. Commendable means appreciable. Okay, so well, I told you about indefinite pronoun and I think you might have understood it. Now interrogative pronouns. Interrogative. Interrogate. The word interrogate, well, changes into interrogative. Interrogative is formed from interrogate. Interrogate means to inquire. To inquire. It means that the words used to inquire about or used to ask or form questions are supposed to be interrogative pronouns. The pronouns like who, whom, what, and whose are interrogative pronouns. They help in introducing questions, forming questions. So which words are used to form questions? Like who, whom, what, and whose. Clear? Now we use, let me tell you about these four separately. We use pronoun what to ask questions related to things. For example, what is the cost of the bicycle? Here the word what is being used to know the price of the bicycle, and bicycle is a thing. In the same manner, we use pronoun who, whom, and whose for asking questions about people. They also use about people, but asking questions about people. For example, who is responsible for this mistake? Here, the mistake is being done by someone, and the charge of being responsible being asked here. Now next, whom did you meet in the market? Whose house is this? So these were some of the examples of interrogative pronouns, and I taught you. I just want to say or talk about the same interrogative repeatedly. Well, these interrogative pronouns refer or points at interrogation, asking about a thing, asking about the people, Clear? And the word which are used to ask about or inquire about a thing or about the people are who, whom, what, whose, and several WS family. Where, when. I mean, these words are used to ask questions. Now, next kind of pronoun is relative. Relative. It relates. Okay? Relates means it joins. It is used to join one thing with the other. It relates one person or one thing with a person. So let's see. A relative pronoun is a pronoun which is used to connect a clause or a phrase to a noun or pronoun. It is called relative pronoun because it relates or refers to some noun or pronoun mentioned before. Well, relative pronouns are who, whom, and they are used for people. Now let's understand the same with one or two examples. The man who owns this hotel is my uncle. Here, the relation of hotel with the man is being shown. One more example. The boy whom you saw in the garden is my trainer. Well, in this sentence, the boy is being related with the trainer, and that boy was present in the garden. So these relative pronouns are used to relate or connect one clause or phrase with some noun or pronoun. So I think this relative pronoun is clear to you. Well, one more thing I want to tell you about this relative pronoun. The relative pronoun which is also relative pronoun, that is also relative pronoun. Now let me tell a little about which and that. The relative pronoun which is used for non-living thing. You have to keep in mind non-living things and animals, which is used for non-living things and animals, and who is used for living, human beings or any living thing. In the same manner, that the relative pronoun that is mostly used for non-living things. So which and that are used for non-living things. For example, this is the palace that is converted into a hotel. In the sentence, you saw the use of that for non-living thing, that is hotel and palace. One more example. This is the car that broke down on the way. So these were some of the examples of relative pronouns. So my dear students, today I told you about next 4 kinds of pronoun, and I taught you about demonstrative, then indefinite, then interrogative, and at last relative pronouns. I think these 4 kinds might have been grasped by you, and I also expect the same to be used in your daily routine life. Thank you. Well, today I taught you about pronoun with all 8 kinds of it. Thank you.